Alright, so we're getting close to wrapping up our shed model. In this video, we're going to model out the doors and windows, as well as adding the finishing touches like the siding on the outside, other things like that. Remember, you can download the example files for this series from TheSketchUpEssentials.com/shed. Now let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so now we're going to add the doors and windows. So let's start by modeling out a window. And so the way that we're going to do that is we're going to start by modeling the face of the window just by using the rectangle tool and drawing it across the opening like this. So then what we need to do is we need to make sure that the entire frame goes all the way through this wall. So we're going to offset this using the offset tool, and I'm going to offset this in maybe like 2 inches or something like that, and then I'm going to delete out this central point. And I'm just going to use the push-pull tool in order to push-pull this face to the back right here. So just something like this, and then I'm just going to triple click on it, right click, and I'm going to make it a component, and I'm going to call it window. Then within the window itself, I'm going to triple click again, I'm going to right click, and I'm going to make this a group, and I'm going to call this window frame. And so now we're inside of this group, and I want to go ahead and I want to make the window panes that are going to sit inside of this window. And so I'm going to assume that these are each going to take up half of the depth of this window. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by just modeling out the first half. So I'm just going to draw a line up, across, down, and then across again. So that is going to give me the outside of the window slider. And with the outside of the window slider, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to offset this in maybe like 1 inch. So 1 inch right here. And remember that these are going to offset, meaning that one of them is going to go on the back side of the window and one of them is going to go on the front side of the window. So I'm going to start by doing a push-pull and extruding this back. And we're going to assume that this only needs to go back maybe like 1 5/8 of an inch. So something like that. I'm going to go ahead and delete this out. And then I'm going to triple click, right click to select this. And in this case, we're going to make this a component, and we're going to call this smaller frame. And so when we make this a smaller frame, what that does is that makes it so if we make a copy of it using the move tool, so I'm just going to use the move tool in copy mode like this. Now I can have an upper version and a lower version. So when I make changes inside of this, it's going to reflect in both of these. So then I can just triple click in here, and you may actually group all this again. So I'm just going to make this a group inside of my smaller frame. And then I'm just going to draw out my window panes. So in this case, I'm just going to draw a rectangle all the way across like this. And then I'm going to offset it in. We'll call this one maybe a 1/2 inch. So we'll just do a 0.5 right here. Well, then I just have to draw my individual panes. So in this case, what we want to do is we're just going to draw a pane right here. And so there's a few different ways you can do this. In my case, I'm just going to draw an edge at a 1/4 inch. I'll draw another edge at a 1/2 inch. And then I'll do the same thing horizontally. And we'll go ahead and erase out this extra. So this is all one uninterrupted face. And so what I want to do is I just want to push-pull this, maybe a 1/4 inch, and then I'm going to do the same thing around the outside. So then I'll just take my window glass, I'll select it, and I'll right-click, and I'll make it a group, and I'm just going to call this window glass. And I'm going to go ahead and apply a material to that window glass object. So we'll just go into our glass from our material section, and we'll apply that right here. You could either use the translucent glass blue or the translucent glass gray, like this. But now I've got this window in here. Well, remember that I modeled the whole thing out as a component. So what I can do is I can make a copy, and then if I ever decide to make any changes or anything like that, then I can just do that really easily, and it'll reflect across all of these. So I'm going to use the move tool in copy mode across here. I'm going to scale it to -1 to flip it. Then I'm going to move it back. And these windows may be a little bit thicker than they need to be. You can definitely go in and adjust that if you decide that you want to do that. So for example, if you wanted this maybe like inset a little bit, you could just take this exterior frame and just push-pull it back just a little. So maybe like 1/2 inch or something like that. That gets us a little bit of a recess right here. And so now we can do the same thing for our door. So I'm just going to draw a rectangle across here. I'm going to offset it in 2 inches for the frame. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move this line down right here. I'm going to delete out this face. But then I'm going to push pull this back by whatever we think the thickness needs to be. So that gives me my door frame. I can go ahead and I can put that in a component, and I can call that door. I'll double click in there, select my whole frame, I'll make that a group. I'll just label that frame. So then within our door group, we can go ahead and we can model our door leaf. So I'm just going to start at the center right here. And then I'm going to push pull that forward until it aligns at the front right here. I'm just going to triple click on that and make it a component. I'm going to call that door, or maybe door leaf. So then in the case of our door, maybe we'll get a little bit decorative with this. So I'm going to start by offsetting this in 4 inches across the middle. We'll draw a piece of trim. And then we'll draw another piece of trim across the middle right here. Again, you can do whatever you want with this, but one thing that I want to do is I want to give this just a little bit of depth. So I'm assuming we're going to have trim pieces on the outside. So I'm going to push pull this in, not very deep, maybe like a 1/2 inch. So 0.5, and then I'll just use the push pull tool. And then I'll just push pull the rest of these in that same depth right here. Well, now we want to add the skin to the outside of our building. And so that's going to be really easy to do. We're just going to draw a face along this whole thing. And so one thing we do need to do is we do need to push pull it, because otherwise you're going to have all of this occupying the same space, right? So we're just going to push pull this out. Maybe we'll call it a 1/4 inch. And then we'll just do the same thing on the sides. And the sides are even easier because you can just draw a rectangle across the face. And then make sure you block out your window openings with a rectangle. So you can just delete this out. Then you want to push pull this out another 1/4 inch. So we're going to do a 0.25. We'll do the same thing on the back side. So then I'm going to triple click on all of that. I'm going to make it a group, and we're just going to call this shed skin, like this. We can go ahead, we can add a tag, and we can call that shed siding, and put it on the shed siding tag so that we can toggle it on and off. So within that, then we can go in and we can add siding to our shed. So say you want to use this white siding, you can come in here and you can apply that. Usually I'll go ahead and apply it to these faces right here as well. And so now there's a few things that I want to clean up because it looks a little bit clunky, right? So the first thing is I'd probably like to see a little bit of an overhang on the end here. So what we can do is we can go into our roof truss framing option right here, and we're just going to model out a quick overhang. And the nice thing about having our siding where we can toggle it off is we can turn that off so that we can model this framing out. But then I'm just going to make copies of this, and we'll say this is going to be at 18 inches on center. Maybe it would be 12, but we'll do 18 for right now. I'm going to do a ×5. I'll make a copy of this and center it. Use the move tool in copy mode. Copy these and scale them to -1. Then we'll model out our front framing piece. And I find the easiest way to do this is to draw this here on the back side, and then take that edge and move it out so that it aligns right here. We'll move this back. All right, so then we'll take the whole thing, move it across, scale it to -1. And move it back like this. And then we can just take our detail objects, so like our plywood, for example, and just extrude it so that it aligns with this end. And then we'll follow the exact same process on the back. So I'm going to speed this up. We're just going to do exactly what we did on the front. All right, so now we've got our roof looking the way that we want. Last thing we want to do is we just want to add some trim to our shed, right? Because it looks pretty boring right here. I'm not going to get into detailing around any of these. I don't feel like I need it to that level of detail. You could come in here and cut this out around the studs. I don't really think that we need that for what we're doing here. So the other thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add trim to this object. So like around the corners, for example, I'm going to assume that we're going to have a little trim piece that comes out along the edge. So maybe like a 4-inch trim piece here and a 4-inch trim piece here. And you can select those edges like this, and you can offset them out by whatever thickness you think they're going to be, maybe like a 1/4 inch. But I'll just make that a corner trim piece. I'll use the move tool in copy mode. We'll move it back. We'll do the same thing back here. And it may help to toggle X-ray mode on so you can get that inference point on the inside. We'll toggle that back off. And then all we need to do is add some trim around our doors and windows. And for that, we can just do the same thing. So I'm going to draw a rectangle across here. I'm going to offset this out 4 inches. And we'll push-pull this out a 1/4 inch. Then I can take this, make it our window trim, use the move tool in copy mode, and then copy it across on this side, and we'll model out some door trim. And then we can take all of that trim, we can put it in a group, and we can call it wood trim. We can also add a tag for it so that we can toggle that on and off. So if you want to download the example models from this series, you can go to TheSketchUpEssentials.com/shed. You can also watch the entire series based on the link on this page. If you are interested in learning more about how to use SketchUp, make sure you check out the SketchUp Essentials course. That's my in-depth step-by-step course designed specifically to help you learn how to use SketchUp. So we have live calls where you can ask questions. We have a community forum, as well as some of the most comprehensive SketchUp training available. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure to check that out at TheSketchUpEssentials.com/course. But as always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.